What's up, you Pokemon delinquents? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Here I am making an update video of trying to get our collector portfolio up to 10k. We have made a substantial increase in the value of our set, and I'm going to let you know how I did it. So in the last video, I believe we got to about 1200, maybe 1200, 1600, not too sure. We have made a major increase. We have made over double the value of the last video. So the bulk of our portfolio is pretty much from my sets, which is Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, Inferno X, Phantasmal Flame, and Mega Evolution. The main set that has increased our portfolio is Perfect Order. I have got the big four from Perfect Order, which is the Meowth, Mega Starmie, Mega Zygarde, and the Mega Clefable SIRs, which in the total value gives me about $600 to $700 of increase in our Perfect Order portfolio. Now I've actually been able to get two Meowth SIRs from that set, which is a whopping $500 value by themselves. And then with the Mega Zygarde, Mega Starmie, and Mega Clefable, reaches to about $800, and that set is 93% complete. I think I need about 8 more cards, but the value of that set alone is at $1,258, around there, give or take. Chaos Rising is the next set with $324 of value. Mega Evolution is around $244. Phantasmal Flames is barely over $100. Inferno X, which has our most complete set, is around $300. So apart from the Perfect Order cards, the SIRs, giving us the biggest impact in the increase of our portfolio, there are also honorable mentions like the Eevee from Gem Pack 2. The Art Rare Eevee, when I first pulled it, was under $80 at around $79, and is currently sitting at $110 with a big increase of around $30. Another card is Charizard EX, the secret rare from Inferno X. I got that around $37, and that is now sitting at about $46. Other mentions are Kanto starters, which peaked, then dropped in value, and are slowly creeping up and are just about back at their peak values around $67, $40, and I think around the $60 mark. So with the sets and probably a bunch of singles, which I have a ton of, the value of these sets, the 5 sets I'm trying to master set, those come to a whopping $2,200 in value for the portfolio, where I have probably $200 worth of singles, which pushes us up to about $2,425 with the portfolio. Something that I've also started just doing recently is sealed product. Recently bought this Mega Zygarde Premium Collection box. Was going to rip it, but I don't have any desire to open this. The only reason I really want to open this is because of the 2 Phantasmal Flame packs that you get inside this. I've actually opened one of these and it accidentally gave me 3 Phantasmal packs. Was totally stoked. But I think the value of this box will only go up because of the Phantasmal Flame packs in it. So that's why I'm keeping that box. I've also pre-ordered the Pitch Black ETB. We've also got 5 3-pack blisters as well in that pre-order, and I have no desire to open that. So we added those to the portfolio as well because I'm not interested in opening any of those. Future plans for ETBs in that, I'll probably grab some Perfect Order, probably another Pitch Black if I can, only because the modern sets are cheaper and more accessible than any of your like Crowns, Zeniths, Prismatics, and all those other older sets, which are pretty much sitting at their peak values at the moment and have for a while. I believe Perfect Order ETBs are underrated and they will go up in value. Other future plans with sealed product, we have had the announcement that Delta Rain is coming out, which features the Rayquaza, and we have had leaks of cards that are going to be released in Delta Rain. Looks like they're going to be doing something new with like the stadium cards. They're going to have like a one of two where you can put them together to make the complete card or the complete art of the cards. So definitely looking to pre-order the hell out of that because that set is going to be scalped to hell. And in mentioning the Delta Rain set, I am going to try and keep my eye out on trends with anything that's starting to creep up and try and invest in those as well. Delta Rain is definitely going to be one of those sets that people are going to try and invest in. So with the sealed product, you're probably thinking, are you going to be a scalper? Maybe, maybe not. But what's the goal when I get to the 10K value of the portfolio? I think we would push to 100K, which would be a long-term type of investment. We will continue with this series of growing the portfolio on YouTube. And then you're probably asking yourself, well, what's the goal after you get to 100K or the 10K? Are you going to sell it? Are you going to hand it down? I'm most probably going to sell it. So obviously, I'm going to be selling it at market prices. Let's be real. Everyone in this hobby is a scalper at some extent. People hate on scalpers for selling things for higher prices or market prices, yet when they get cards and they want to sell them, what do they sell them at? Market price, yes. So everyone in this hobby is definitely a scalper in some extent. Now, other future plans, and when I started this series to get to the 10K, basically started it to see how difficult or how easy it will be to get to that 10K. I think the first video was only a month, 2 months ago, and we've already over doubled what the value of the portfolio is now. In saying that, if we get to the 10K in 3-4 months, I would have to say that was quite quick, as I have investments at the moment. I'm a property investor, also have stocks and crypto, and I can honestly say that apart from pump and dumps in the stocks and crypto, my Pokemon investing has shot up faster than any of my stocks. So Pokemon investing to me is a bit more unique because it's something fun you're investing in. If you actually enjoy the cards, enjoy the hobby, it's a lot more fun trying to get cards that you love and see them go up in price. Where with stocks, crypto, everything goes up and down due to trends, people's posts on crypto, which have the potential of increasing because people get FOMO, which is kind of the same with the poker investing as well. But it's more enjoyable. It's more of a chase than investing and then doing research, because if you're buying cards that you love, you'll keep them. Where with crypto trades, you see trends and things are going down, you either hold or sell. Which brings me to my next point. I will be doing less ripping and making better financial investment choices, whether it's for the investment or for my collection. We're going to be probably diving more into buying single cards now. We'll still rip here and there. When there are drops, obviously want to rip some packs, try my luck at getting the big hitters, be stupid not to. And I believe in the long run, spending the money on the single cards is a better strategy for growing the portfolio than it is to be wasting thousands of dollars on booster boxes, booster packs, ETBs, just to open them up and hope that you pull the major cards. It's definitely more enjoyable ripping the packs, but I want to try and spend as less money as possible to increase this portfolio. Which brings me to another point. I am actually going to start a series where I'm going to be collecting Pokemon cards for investment purposes only, to see if we go with ChatGPT's advice or we alter it to fit our needs. The total value of those sealed packs comes to $600. Adding that to our sets brings it to about 2008. And then single cards that I have got on the portfolio, They range probably from like 200, 250. So we'll go lower end and say 200. So we're sitting at about $3,000 at the moment.
So at this point, I noticed like the numbers weren't adding up and I had to go back and retally everything.
So most of my collection is in Sydney. At the filming of this video, I am in Perth. And because I don't have everything in front of me, I forgot a lot of cards.
I forgot 2 Chinese sets, Gem Pack 2 and Gem Pack 5. Those sets brought in another $500. Also, the Pikachu V-Union Chinese set for their 25th anniversary. We've got to add that as well, which is another $60. So all around, about this point, with the singles all added into the total, we are hitting about 4,300.
Which is almost halfway to the 10K value we're trying to get to. Major concerns: am I going to be a scalping parasite? Am I going to do with my collection at the end of the goal? Am I going to stick it in a big vault and swim around in it like Scrooge McDuck? Thing is, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Prices of cards could plummet. Major reprints could come out of sets. The future of this investment portfolio really lies in the hands of Pokemon or Nintendo themselves. They know what they're doing and they do it on purpose. So really, everyone's portfolios could skyrocket or they could decrease majorly. We don't know. All we can do is keep researching, follow trends, and hope for the best. Hope you enjoyed that little informational video. Hopefully in the next 3 months, we can hit that 10K. If you did like the video, please hit that sub button, give us a like, and let us know what your biggest investments are in your collection or in your collector portfolio. I'll see you in the next one.